begin with our picture activity. Fine. So the first 10 minutes we can give till 10:45. We can use our time for the picture activity. And for this is for the new ones. I'm just giving an introduction about what is this. So one image will be presented in the screen. Okay, you can see one image. Is the screen visible for all? Can anyone respond?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Fine, fine. Thank you, thank you. So the picture activity is for you all to speak about what you see in this picture. Okay, so every week we will be giving one picture, okay, and one picture will be presented through the screen, and you will come across so many points, so many things that you see from this picture. So it is not only to just tell what do you see in the picture, what the person is doing or thinking like that. You can even frame a story if you wish. Okay, you can just use your imagination and create some stories out of that. Okay, so it's everything is up to you, and the sole purpose of this picture activity is to improve your speaking skills. That is how you can communicate well. That is our target. Okay, so you can speak anything related to this picture, and I think we can have this for some 10 minutes. Okay, so that everyone can come up and speak. Okay, so who is coming first? Yes, you can volunteer yourselves, guys. I'm not calling the names. Okay, yeah, who is coming first? You can tell. Or should I have to call the names? Okay, can we begin with Archana?
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Yes, Archana, you can start.
The man is standing in airport, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, we will have just 1 point for one person. Okay, so that everyone will have their own thoughts, right? One of maximum 2 points. Okay, you can tell even 2 points, Archana. Yes, you can tell one more sentence. What else? A man is standing, and then okay. So next, Karthik.
Ma'am, ma'am, here
Yeah.
girl is standing in the airport and seeing the flight timings, ma'am, for boarding the aeroplane.
Okay, okay. Pranav, right? You are Pranav. Okay. So the man is standing in the airport and he's looking at the timings of the plane, that is the aircraft. He's looking at
Yes,
the time. Okay. So what time is he looking? Actually, what is this time?
ma'am, when the flight will land and when they should get in the flight, like that.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. So have you traveled in flight? Yes, I think, okay, Karthi, fine. So you can off your mic, Karthi. There is some disturbance from the side, okay? Anyways, thank you for the points. Okay, so yeah, we will continue. Next, yes, Sabi has joined just now. So this is a picture activity, and you can just tell two sentences from what you see in this picture.
A man is holding laptop in his hand. He is watching on the screen. There are lots of chair in the hall, and many people are sitting and some are standing.
It seems like he is organizing and
Okay, okay. Thank you, Sabi. Okay, next, Maran. Yes, Maran, we want to hear your voice. Yes, come on. Just a minute. Let me check out the names who are there now. Maran has left. Okay. Okay, so Archana has said, and who else is left? Yes, Srinidhi is left, right? Srinidhi and one more person. Who is the other one after Srinidhi?
Afshana is there.
Guys,
Afshana, you
please
can
do
start.
respond, guys. We are just
Afshana, you can
yeah,
give
sir.
your
Archana has
explanation.
completed, sir.
Eh?
Archana has completed, sir. The first
No,
one she has
Afshana. I am talking about
completed.
Afshana. No, I am talking about Afshana.
Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, sir. Okay, okay. Arshana. Okay, yes, please. Okay, Arshana, you can continue. What do you see in this picture?
I see in the
You all
picture.
can tell. Yeah. Hmm.
I see in the picture many people sitting in the chair. Was someone man only standing.
Okay. Only one man is standing. Okay. Only one man, not one man. There is also another one we can see, right? You can also see all are not sitting. Only most majority is sitting, okay? And one man is standing. Okay, then what else can you find from the picture? Yes, we want one more point. We are asking for 2 points from each student.
A man seeing in the time.
Okay, okay. Can you know, can you tell what time it is? Can you just make a guess?
Aero time.
Okay, we don't tell it aero time. We tell it the flight timings. Okay, we call it the flight timings. Yeah, because it is for yeah it is to know the timings of the aeroplane. That is when the flight or the plane. Though we call it aeroplane, we when during conversations or proper communication, we don't tell it is aeroplane. We simply call it flight, right? FLIGHT flight. So flight is the word which we usually tell, or we can also say aircraft. Aircraft. So this is the timings of the aircraft, and what are the timings that we can usually see in the airport? What are the two types of timings? Okay, I will give you one clue. There are two timings. What are the two timings?
Railway time.
Madam, can I
No,
make a
okay, fine.
story?
Railway time. Yes, yes, sure, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will make a
Okay,
story.
railway
All
time.
of
Yeah,
you,
good.
all students, listen to my story. Maybe you can also follow similar style. One man has actually booked his
Yeah.
ticket for going from one place to
Okay.
another. When he came to the airport, the
Hmm.
flight has already left, and he was actually
Okay.
surprised, perplexed, and confused. And he is looking at other timings of the other flight, whether he can catch hold of another flight to the same destination. So he was just watching the various timings on the board, the departure and the arrival things. All others are sitting there. So once he sees it,
Wow.
he may go to the counter and then buy a new ticket and then go to that particular destination. So this is my story.
Wow, that's really awesome, sir. Yeah. So, guys, you would have listened to this is a small story. This is a very small story that Keshamuti sir has made from this picture. Okay. So, this is what we are actually expecting. Though we ask you to tell something related to this picture, we are in fact expecting some kind of stories like this. Though we you if you are hesitant to speak so much long words or so much long sentences, that's fine. At least you can try two sentences. Okay, 2 to 3 sentences, even if possible. We are not restricting it to 2 sentences. Why we want you to tell we are restricting to two is we want everyone to speak out, right? So that's the reason I thought of limiting it to two, because one sentence will be so scarce. Okay, so it is so poor. So that's the reason I made it two. Okay, and if you are capable of telling more than 2 sentences, you are most welcome. You can express your thoughts. So at least try listening to such stories. Okay, and if a picture is given, we call this activity a picture prompt. Picture prompt means It is actually a picture is given to prompt you. That is to encourage you, to prompt you to tell a story, to make out a story from the picture which is given. Okay. So what is the benefit of giving such pictures is, first of all, you will learn to frame sentences with proper structure. That is the first point. That is the first aim behind this picture prompt is you will learn how to frame grammatically structured sentences. There will be no errors. Even if there are errors, I'm here to correct you. Our sir will be there to correct you. Okay. So that is the first thing. So second purpose is you will be able to do creative writings. Okay, creative writing is something which comes out by seeing a picture or by after watching a movie. Imagine that you are watching a movie, and after watching, you will come across a lot of their thoughts in your mind. Okay, so if the climax, you imagine that you are expecting a positive climax, and the climax was somewhat a negative one, but after watching the movie, you might think, okay, why did the director or why did the script writer change the climax into a negative one? Why couldn't it be a positive one? Okay, so from there, your imagination starts working. The same manner, this is imagine this just like a movie. Okay, this is just a small piece or is a piece of picture from the movie taken. Okay, imagine some movies. Okay, but I cannot give here any Bahubali or RRR or Brahmastra here. That's the reason I'm giving you picture images. Okay, so you can see by immediately after seeing a picture, you just have to come up what all you understand, whatever you see, just come out with that thoughts. That's it. Okay, and this is a really helpful activity for you. Okay, so two of them are left, I think. So one is thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this beautiful story. Okay, and next is Soundarya. Yes, Soundarya, are you there in the meet? Hello, Soundarya. Are you there in the meet? Guys, please do join on time, guys. Please do join on time. It's already 10:48. Why are you delaying like this? Okay, so next is Sanjeev Kumar. Yes, Sanjeev, can you please tell something about this picture?
Uh, yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Someone is watching in the airport display. I think this is airport, and
Yes,
that
of
person is
course, this is an
having
airport. Yeah.
yeah. That person is having a laptop in the hand, and bags are in the shoulder. They are watching their plane timings in the display, and
Okay.
some other persons are sitting in the chair on the airport.
Okay.
Mm,
In the airport. In the airport. Huh.
yes, in the airport, and
Okay.
yeah, that's it, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Sanjeev. Thank you. And so, is there anyone left? Have I left anyone's name? Okay. Just I'm switching on this to the. Just a minute. Karthik, yeah, Afsana, Archana, Sabi, Sanjeev, Shiva Prakasham, Srinidhi has answered, I think, right? Okay, so next is Shiva Prakasham. Yes, Srinidhi, you have already said, right?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, Srinidhi and Shiva Prakasham are left. Okay, Srinidhi, yes, you can talk something about this picture, Srinidhi.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, one man is standing. He see that
Okay.
I'm because of where will
Okay.
his
There
airplane?
is some break. There is some break. Okay.
Some of us will sitting in the chair. Some will stand. The man will seeing the
Okay.
I mean,
Hmm.
That, ma'am.
Okay, Srinidhi. So just a few corrections for your presentation, okay? And you have presented it well, but the reason is that you have some grammatical issues. Okay, so first of all, we should not tell some of us. Some of us means it means that you are also there in that picture. Okay, if you are there in that picture, if you are inside that airport, then you can tell some of us. But here you are not there in that picture, right? So you are talking about some picture where you are not present. So you have to tell some of them. Some of them. Okay. And one more thing was, yeah, the man will seeing. The man will see. The man will seeing. Okay, will should not be used in all the places. Okay, you can instead of that you can tell the man is seeing or the man is looking. Instead of seeing, you can tell the man is looking at the time chart. Okay, we call this time chart. Okay, so small corrections you can just make it. Okay, so that you can improve the grammar. Grammar errors can be corrected. Yes, Srinidhi, good. Anyways, you did a good attempt. And last is Shiva Prakasham. Yes, please make it fast, guys, because the time is now 10:52. Okay. Shiva Prakasham, yes, you are the last one. You can speak something from this picture.
He is not in our group, ma'am. He's left.
Has he left?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, then fine. Okay, guys, so thank you. Anyways, you all have done a good job. Okay, and I appreciate your thinking skills and the ability to convey. Okay, in spite of having errors in your sentence structures or I mean the grammatical errors, you are confident to come up and speak. Okay, and the only thing you need is you have to listen to the conversation or the activities that others are also telling. Okay, listening is one of the most important skills that can help you activate all your other skills. Okay, once you are good in listening, then definitely you are reading, speaking, and writing. All the rest of the three skills will be developed in such a drastic way. Okay, so listening has such a great power, and therefore try to listen what the other participants are also telling. Okay, once your turn is over, don't just you can just don't sit simply. Instead of that, you can hear what others are telling. Okay, so that you can also come up with, oh yes, there is some other point like this, right? Okay, so you will come across that. Oh, yes, yeah. The man, someone said that the man is holding a laptop. So the people who spoke before that, they didn't notice that point, I think. Or they would have noticed, but okay, what is there in that? It's just a small point, right? So you would have ignored it. But don't ignore each and every single point is important. Okay. So try to listen the what to say the thoughts, the imagination, or the words of the other participants also. Okay, guys. So, anyways, I'm now presenting our class. Okay, we are moving on to our class. So, I'm presenting the screen. The picture activity is done. Okay, so today we are moving on to the sixth PPT of the communicative English, and the first topic is expressing rare habits. Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell what are all the topics that we are going to cover today. Expressing rare habits. This will be a very important topic. Okay, so We all have some regular habits. First of all, let me tell about regular habits. Everyone will have a habit, a regular habit in their life. Okay, and it starts from say from 5 years or 6 years in our life. Okay, once we get into our schooling. Okay, I'm not talking about the kindergarten, KG. You can just avoid that LKG and UKG. Say from first standard, a child starts her his or her proper schooling, and from then a person will start practicing a habit. Okay, it can be anything. It can be any habit, or some people might start practicing only from 10 years, okay, or even after their schooling. There is no age for that. Habits come instantly. Okay, it happens all of a sudden. So suppose I'm thinking today that draw I want to draw pictures. So from today I can start this habit. So there is no time or age. Okay, I just mentioned it for an example. So regular habits are something which we try to keep it along with us till our last breath. So we never want to avoid that skill, or we never want to neglect that skill from our life. So everyone will have such habits. Okay. Likewise, we are also having some rare habits. Okay. Like how we have regular habits, likewise, we also have rare habits. So rare habits are sometimes negative habits. Okay. Sometimes they are negative habits and sometimes they are positive. It's not positive, we can call it neutral. Neutral means neither positive nor negative. Okay, we can't always tell that negative habits alone are rare habits. There are even positive habits which are rare habits. Okay, so there are some children who don't even eat fruits and vegetables. There are many kids who don't even eat fruits and vegetables, and they simply depend on this junk food, this tasty food like pizza. Okay, pizza and burger, sandwich. These are the food items that they consume every day. Okay, just if you just take an apple and cut it into pieces and give it, he will definitely ignore it. There are many children like that. Okay, so that is actually, we can call it, if the child eats the apple. Imagine one day, one fine day, the child is eating that apple. Then we can call it a rare habit. Okay, the child doesn't even like fruits. Okay, the child doesn't even eat any kind of fruits, and one fine day he is eating the fruits which is cut and kept in a bowl. Okay, and after that, again, he is continuing his old habit, not at all touching the fruits. Okay, so he just eats fruits once in a while. Okay, it's like we call in, there is a usage in English, once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon means it happens very rarely. Okay, so those habits are called rare habits. Okay, and here are some examples given for the rare habits. And I want each one of you to read one of these sentences. Okay, so I will start with Srinidhi. Yes, Srinidhi, you can read the first sentence.
You don't often come to the class, and when you do, you are generally late.
Okay, so it is not often, it is often. Okay, we don't pronounce T, T is silent. So we call it often. What is it, Srinidhi? What do we pronounce it?
Often.
Often. Very good. Very good. Okay. So you don't often come to the class, and when you do, you are generally late. So here the teacher is telling, imagine that a student has come late to the class, and the teacher is now telling, you don't often come to the class. It means coming often means coming regularly. Okay, often, opposite, rare. Okay, often is a word which means that you come regularly or you do something regularly. We can also tell frequently. Okay, she comes to the school frequently, or she comes to the school regularly. Okay, so often means regular. regularly, coming regularly, or doing something regularly. I often play football. It means that I regularly play football. Okay, or I frequently play football. So the sir or the ma'am is telling you don't often come to the class. Okay, so you don't come to the class regularly, and and when you do, that is when you come, you are generally late. Okay, so the student, if there are 360 days in a year, okay, in 360 days, the student comes to the class for only 60 days. Imagine like that. Okay, out of 360 days, I know 2 months will be vacation, fine. Okay, the rest of the 10 months, the boy comes only 20 to 30 days to the school. Okay, and the rest of the days he is absent. And now the sir is telling, you don't often come to the class. And when you do, you are generally late. So whenever he comes to school, whenever he or she comes to the school, he is late or she is late. So this is called expressing rare habit. So what is the rare habit of the boy here? Coming to school. Coming to the school or here it is mentioned as class, right? Okay, coming to the class. That is the rare habit of the student. Okay, and that rare habit is mentioned here. Okay, so now next one, Soundarya. Is Soundarya there in the meet?
Ma'am, she is not in the meet, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. Is this Sanjeev? Can you continue? Yeah.
Yeah, sure, ma'am, sure.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah.
Normally, I don't ride two wheelers, and when I do it, is bullet.
Okay, thank you. And when I do, it is bullet. Okay, after the do, you can give a small pause and you can tell it is bullet. Okay, so normally I don't ride two wheelers. So Sanjeev is telling that. Okay, so I'm just telling for an example. Sanjeev is telling, normally I don't ride two wheelers. Okay, and when I do, it is bullet. When I do means, and when I write, instead of telling the word ride, it is given as do. So normally I don't ride two wheelers. Normally means often. In the first sentence it was given often, and here it is given normally. So normally, regularly, frequently, often, all these words are synonyms or similar words, words with similar meanings. Okay. So what is the person telling? Normally I don't ride two wheelers, but when I do, it is bullet. Bullet, everyone might be aware of bullets, right? Royal Enfield bullets. Okay, so some people are die-hard fans of bullet. So crazy for this Royal Enfield, right? There are people who ride only bullets. So this is applicable for those people. Okay, so this is a rare habit. So what is the rare habit here? Using two wheelers, that is using bullets. Okay, now third one, Sabi. Okay, next, Karthik.
Ma'am, I do not often play games, and when I do, it is generally football.
Okay, thank you. So here the next person is telling, I do not often play games. Okay, so everyone might not be interested in playing games. Actually, there are two types of games. So one is indoor games and the other is outdoor games. So mostly we can see people, boys will be more interested towards outdoor games, and the girls only we can say majority of the girls are supporting indoor games nowadays, especially after this COVID and other pandemic. Even before pandemic, we can say that every girls are not interested to go for these outdoor games like cricket, football, or basketball like that. Okay, of course there are girls. Yet indoor games are also getting very popular. Okay, indoor games, for example, we can tell chess, carom board, ludo, snake and ladders. Okay, so one person is telling, I do not often play games. It means I'm not a person who always likes to play games. And when I do, it is generally football. So here the rare habit is playing football. So the football is the only game which the person plays here, and that too he doesn't or she doesn't play it so often. It is a rare habit. Okay, it is a very rare habit. So I'm reading it once again. I do not often play games, and when I do, it is generally football. So playing football is the rare habit which the person is taking. Okay, he doesn't play it very often. He plays it only rarely. Okay. So next one is Karthik. You can continue the fourth one also.
Do you often visit Peru?
Perur. Okay, thank you. So, do you often visit Perur? This is actually a question. The first three sentences are in the form of statements. Okay, they are ending with full stop. But the fourth one is in the form of a question. So, what question? Do you often visit Perur? So, Perur is a place in Coimbatore. Okay, so those who are here from Coimbatore might know that place. Perur Pattishwara temple is also very famous. It's the temple of Lord Shiva. Okay, so, do you often visit Peru? This is a question that I'm asking, and the answer can be either a positive or a negative one. Okay. So, if the answer is positive, okay, if, for example, Pranav has asked me, do you often visit Peru? So, I can answer this in two ways. The first method is yes, I often visit Peru. If I am a person who visits often, then I can tell yes, I often visit Peru. Or if I am not a person who visits Perur frequently, then I can tell no, I do not or I don't often visit Perur. So this question shows that it can either express a rare habit or a frequent habit. Okay. This is a question for which the answer can be either a frequent habit. If it is a frequent habit, then the answer will be yes, I often visit Perur. If it is no, then I can tell. If it is no, I do not often visit Peru, and that will become a rare habit. Clear? Okay, so next one, who is coming? Srinidhi?
I do not often watch Tamil movies, and when I do, it is Tamil movies.
Okay. So, how many of you here are Kamal fans? How
Yes,
many of
ma'am.
you here are Kamal fans? Yes, Kamal fans. Okay. Did you watch Vikram?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, only one fan? Only one Kamal fan? Srinidhi, Sabi, I think Sabi might not be aware. He's a South Indian actor, okay?
Yes,
The
yes,
South
ma'am.
Indian superstar Kamal Hassan.
Because I'm
Yeah,
from Coimbatore only. Here, so many Kamal fans are there.
yeah, Coimbatore has so many Kamal fans. Yeah, Makkal Needhi Mayam, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay, and yeah, okay. So here, what is the person telling? I do not often watch Tamil movies. Okay, so this is the person is telling I do not like or I do not often watch Tamil movies. He might be interested in watching some other language, but he also says, and when I do, it is Tamil movies. So it means that watching Tamil movies is a very scarce or it is a very rare thing in his life. But if he watches, then that will be only Kamal Hassan's movie. So this is a rare habit that the person is expressing. Now the last example, who is here to read it? Sabi. Sabi Ansari. Can anyone volunteer, guys? I have already called Pranav, Srinidhi, Sanjeev. These three people
Yes,
have
ma'am.
read a lot.
Shall
Yes, who
I
is
shall I
that?
read it, ma'am? Shall I read it, ma'am? Sanjeev.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, Sanjeev, yes, you continue. Yeah.
Ravi does not often scold the students. When he does, it is severe.
Okay, thank you. So, again, the last example is Ravi is a person who does not often scold the students. Okay, so scolding means to um, wants to tell something in a harsh way, right? Scolding or getting furious. The teachers often scold the students if they don't do the homework and if they come to the school without the proper dress code or if they come without cutting their nails. Okay, so there are a lot of things for which the teachers often scold the students. Okay, but Ravi is a person who does not often scold the students. Okay, Ravi does not often scold the students, and when he does, it is severe. So we sometimes tell no that he is a person who doesn't even get angry, but if he gets angry, then it is uncontrollable. Some people are like that. They will be really soft hearted, soft spoken. They will be down to earth people. But some incidents in their life would completely transform their attitude, the way they think. Okay. So that can create so many changes. That will be a turning point in their lives. Okay. So similarly, Ravi does not often scold the students. So he is not a person who scolds the students unwantedly. And when he scolds, it is severe. So scolding is the rare habit which is expressed here. Okay, so Ravi often doesn't scold, but when he does, it is severe. So the rare habit which is expressed here is Ravi's scolding. Okay, so this is what is meant by expressing rare habits. You can see the sentences, and most of them are following the same structure. Okay, for I, you, we, and they, we use the word do not, do you, like that. But for he, she, it, and for singular persons like Ravi, Anu, Pranav, like that, for singular words, we use the word does or does not. Okay, he does, she does, it does, or she does not, he doesn't, it doesn't, like that. But do is used with I, you, we, and they. Okay, and that we will be learning once we complete this communicative English. Okay. So next is exclaiming. Exclamation comes, as I already said, exclamation comes with both positive and negative responses. Okay, we exclaim sometimes with saying, wow, what a beautiful flower. Sometimes we tell, wow, what an amazing place. Or we tell, wow, this is really amazing. This is really awesome. There are so many instances where we exclaim, okay, and that is the exclamation of happiness. Sometimes we also exclaim, ayo, I lost my car. Oh, I lost my notebook. Alas, he lost the match. It means um, he has been defeated. Okay, alas, I lost the match. Okay, so there are a lot of words which also express negative exclamation. So here we are not using any exclamatory words like wow, hail, alas, oh, ayo. No exclamatory words are used here, but without using those words, also we can write exclamatory sentences. So let's see that. Just the first one I'm reading out. Here comes the bride. She looks beautiful. Okay, so here you would have listened to the tone. Okay, you would have listened to my voice. I'm reading it out again. Here comes the bride. She looks beautiful. So you would have noticed my energy now. Okay, immediately after saying this sentence, the way I am pitching, that is the sound, the pitch of my sound is varying. Okay, the way that I said this word, this sentence, okay, I spoke this sentence is in a high pitch. So from this you can understand that we can also do exclamation without using exclamatory words. It is always not necessary to write an exclamatory sentence using an exclamatory word like wow, oh, yay. Okay, even without that, we can do. So when the bride is coming, okay, she's all set, she looks gorgeous, okay, she's a perfect example for a bride, and she's coming, she's stepping down, okay, and I'm looking at her and telling, here comes the bride. She looks beautiful. Okay, the second one is, there goes our train. There goes our train. So this is not a happy moment. This is a moment of tense. This is a moment of worry. This is a moment of perplexion, that is confusion. Because I am totally mad now. Okay, I am totally confused because the train has left. Okay, so I have lost the train. I want to go to Chennai today. Okay, but I have reached the station late and the train has left already. So seeing my train going, I'm telling, there goes our train. Okay, it means that I'm exclaiming out of sorrow. I'm exclaiming it out of worry. Ayo, I lost my train. Instead of telling that ayo, I'm telling that there goes our train. Oh gosh, what will I do now? Okay. So next is, here it is. It's in the pants pocket. Okay, so this is something which is a really happy moment. Imagine that you have lost your two-wheeler's key, your scooty's key, okay? And you have searched it all around your house and nowhere it is seen. Nowhere it is there. And you are so sad. You are sitting there depressed. What will I do now? Oh, where is the key? And suddenly your sister or your mother is taking your pants to wash and she is finding your key, your two-wheeler's key inside the pocket. How will that moment be? Okay, and that is what is given here. It is an extremely happy moment, and here it is. It is in the pants pocket. Okay, so you are exclaiming out of joy. You got your key. Okay, and this is a moment of happiness. And finally, yeah, just now in the previous slide I said Kamal Hassan, and here the competitor is coming now. Okay, here comes Rajinikanth, the superstar of Tamil cinema. Okay, so Rajini fans here? Any Rajini fans? Yes, guys, no Rajini fans, are so sad. Okay, anyways, here comes Rajinikanth, the superstar of Tamil cinema. So you would have seen in so many award functions, in stage shows, okay, that the anchor would be welcoming the chief guests and the chief celebrities with high energy levels. Okay, he will not be just telling, see, here comes Rajinikanth, the superstar of Tamil cinema. If the anchor simply tells like this, will anyone watch the show? None of us will open the TV, right? Here comes Rajnikant, the superstar of Tamil cinema. So this is what is expected from the anchor to tell. Okay, and only then the audience will be charged. Okay, this is actually to charge us. Okay, the battery inside us is charged, and we all will wake up. Okay, applauding. Okay, we will clap our hands. We will applaud the chief guest. Okay, and here it is Rajnikant. Okay, so here again, an exclamation is used to express my happiness or to express my joy. Okay, and these are the methods how we can do an exclamation. So here the first, third, and fourth sentences are exclamation for happiness, and only the second one is for a negative statement. Okay, the second one is an exclamation that comes out of worry. Okay, so likewise you can also try writing so many exclamatory sentences. Okay, it all comes from your imagination. Fine. So now I'm moving on to expressing permanent and temporary actions. Okay, in our life, there are so many actions or so many activities which are temporary and permanent as well. Okay, temporary means something that doesn't last for a long time. Okay, it will be there for some time, and after that it will vanish, or it will not continue. Okay, For example, I'm telling the main teacher is absent for, or the main teacher will be on a leave for 3 months. So till then, you will be having another teacher, and she is here for you in a temporary vacancy. In a temporary vacancy. So the temporary means something which lasts for a short period of time. Whereas permanent is something which is fixed, which cannot be changed or which will not be altered. Okay. So temporary and permanent. So first of all, you have to know the meanings of these two words. Okay. So some people might be aware of that. This is for those who don't know the meaning. Temporary is something which lasts only for a short period of time, and permanent is something which is that lasts forever. Okay. So only two examples are given here. Yes, Sanjeev, you can read the examples. Yes, Sanjeev.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sanjeev can read. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. The boy stands near the statue. What time is the
Okay.
Charan Express arriving at the Tirupur station today?
Okay. Thank you. So here you can see only two examples are given. The boy stands near the statue. Okay. So there's a statue, and imagine that there is a boy standing near it. So we cannot call this a permanent action. This is just a temporary action, because how long will the boy stand near the statue? Right. So this is a very simple topic or a simple concept for you to understand, because there is nothing complicated in this. We are just trying to let you know or to learn what is the difference between temporary and permanent. Okay. Temporary, as I said, it is something that lasts for a short period of time. Okay. It can last only for a short period of time. So the boy stands near the statue, and this is a temporary action. After some time, the boy will move from there. Okay. Whereas the second one is, what time is the Cheran Express arriving at Tirupur station today? So first of all, you have to know what is Cheran Express. Cheran Express is a train departing from Coimbatore to Chennai and from Chennai to Coimbatore also. Okay. And this train starts from Coimbatore and arrives, and the last station is Chennai. Starting from Coimbatore, the last destination is Chennai. And even from Chennai, you have the same train. Okay, it starts from Chennai, and the final destination is Coimbatore. So Cheran Express passes through Tirupur station, and that's the reason this question is framed here. Okay, so here, uh, yeah, what time is the Cheran Express arriving at Tirupur station today? Okay, so this is considered as a permanent action, because Cheran Express runs every day. Okay, it runs every day. Okay, all the 7 days in a week, the train runs. Okay, and the person is asking here, what time is the Cheran Express arriving at Tirupur station today? So it means that some days we can have some changes. There will be some changes in the railway timings. For example, if the train arrives at Tirupur at 10:30 p.m. Okay, due to some traffic or signal issues, it might be delayed for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Okay, and that's the reason the person is asking today. He has mentioned that word today. It means that some days the train will be running late by 15 minutes or 20 minutes like that. Okay, even it goes more than that. Okay, so here the permanent action is that Cheran Express runs every day from Coimbatore to Chennai and vice versa. Vice versa. Okay, it is from Chennai to Coimbatore also. And this is considered as a permanent action because unless and until Indian Railways cancel this train, Cheran Express will continue its service. Okay, unless Indian Railway says there is no more need of this train. Okay, I don't think that IRCTC will tell like that. Yet, till the day, till the date IRCTC tells like that, chain express will continue its service. So that's the reason we consider it as a permanent action. Is it clear, guys? It's very simple for you to understand, okay? Okay, so next we are moving on to the final slide, using rhetoric in speech. Using rhetoric in speech. So rhetoric is something that we insist a point, that is, we insist a statement or a fact to a person who already knows it, yet he doesn't follow that. There are so many rules. For example, there are so many rules which we have to follow in public places. And there are so many rules which we have to follow in our personal lives. Okay? And there are so many tips which we have to remember to follow a healthy lifestyle. So in each and every place we have certain rules and regulations. And such rules are framed for our welfare, not for others. It is actually for your own welfare that those rules are framed. And a person, wantedly, if a person violates such rules, okay, the person is deliberately violating the rules and he is committing some mistake. Seeing that, the other person can criticize him. Naturally, the person who sees that will criticize him. And that criticism is what we call here rhetoric. Rhetoric means, that is what I said, it's a kind of criticism, or it is a kind of questioning the person who has committed the mistake. In spite of knowing that what he is doing is wrong, he does the same thing again and again. And that is the place where we come to use the rhetorics. Okay, so the first example is, I'm reading out the first one. Do you need a judge to tell you that ragging is an offense? Okay, so this is the question which is asked by a student, sorry, which is asked by the principal to a student who has committed ragging in the college. Okay, so we all know that professional colleges, especially medical and engineering colleges, are prone to this ragging. Without ragging, there is no medical college existing in India. There is no engineering college in India. Okay, we might just see that there is no ragging in our college. Anti-ragging rules are there. Okay, a lot of things are going on, but still, first year students are always falling prey to this ragging. Some people just take it in an easy way, in an easy peasy way, whereas some students are not able to cope with this kind of ragging. Yes. So the principal is now asking a student who has committed ragging that, do you need a judge to tell you that ragging is an offense? Okay, so ragging is an offense. Okay, and anti-ragging rules is already there everywhere in all the institutions. Anti-ragging rules are strictly taught, inculcated. Yet a student has done a mistake. In spite of knowing all those things, the student has done a mistake. Okay, so the principal is now so furious. He's agitated and is asking, you need a judge to tell you that ragging is an offense. So it means that ragging is an offense, and this fact is known by everyone in the world, or we can tell in India at least. Okay, in such a state, in such a case, how dare are you to do it? Do you want a judge to tell you that you should not do that? Why is it? Why are we using word judge here, or what is the role of a judge here? Because rules, regulations, and laws are always finalized by the judges, right? Okay, the judge in a court is considered as the supreme power of law. That's the reason we are mentioning the person judge. Okay, and we usually tell, right? Do you want a teacher to tell you that you have to complete the homework? We usually scold the children in our homes. Okay, we scold our kids, or we scold our younger sisters or younger brothers. Do you want your teacher to tell you that going to school without completing the homework is an offense? Likewise, Here, the principal is asking, do you need a judge to tell you that ragging is an offense? It means that this is actually someone who has committed a mistake in spite of knowing that. Okay, students who commit ragging are all aware that ragging is an offense. Okay, if I commit ragging or if I or you commit ragging, we are all aware that ragging is an offense. Still, we continue that. Still, we try to do that, and that is considered as an offense. Okay. Now, the second example is who is willing to read? Srinidhi?
Is smoking injurious to health?
Okay. So the answers, you can read the first answer, Ma.
Yes, it is. You don't you don't need a doctor to tell you that is injurious to health.
Okay. So the second case is just like the ragging and anti-ragging. The second case is imagine that you are having a friend, okay, he is your best friend, but he is a chain smoker. Chain smoker means people who cannot live without smoking. In such a way, they would have cultivated this habit. Okay, every day they smoke at least one packet of cigarettes. Okay, one or two packets of cigarettes. So he is considered as a chain smoker. So one fine day he is coming and asking you, my dear friend, I just want to know, is smoking injurious to health? After smoking for years and years, one day suddenly he's coming and asking, is smoking injurious to health, my dear friend? So what will you reply? Yes, it is. First, you will tell whether it is injurious or not. Yes, so for this, that is the first answer you are telling. Yes, it is. It means yes, it is injurious to health. And then you will tell one more point. You don't need a doctor to tell you that it is injurious to health. Okay, so here this is something related to health, right? Smoking is a habit, it's a bad habit related to our health. That's the reason we are using the word doctor. In the first sentence, we were talking about ragging, and that's the reason we were telling about a judge. But here we are talking about a doctor because this is related to health. This sentence is related to health. So, yes, it is. You don't need a doctor to tell you that it is injurious to health. Okay. The second one, you can tell, yes, it is. You need not have a doctor to tell you that it is injurious to health. Okay, so this is another way of telling the same sentence. Instead of telling you don't have, sorry, instead of telling you don't need, you can tell you need not have. Either you can tell you don't need a doctor to tell you that it is injurious to health, or you can tell you need not have a doctor to tell you that it is injurious to health. So here you can just observe the structure of the sentences. The meanings are same. The first sentence and second sentence both are telling the same thing, but the way it is written is slightly different. Okay, so that is what you have to learn here. Finally, there is one more way to ask this. Yes, it is. Do you need a doctor to tell you that it is injurious to health? So this is a question. This is a question. The first two sentences are statements, and third one is a question. Okay. So you are telling your friend has come and asked you, dear friend, I just want to know, is smoking injurious to health? So you are so angry after hearing this question. You are totally angry, and you are telling, yes, it is. Do you need a doctor to tell you that it is injurious to health? It means even a small kid knows that smoking is injurious to health. Then why are you asking such a stupid question? That is what you are asking your friend. Okay. The entire world knows that this is an extremely dangerous habit. Still, you are asking such a foolish question. Okay. And that is the reason you are asking this in the form of a question. Do you need a doctor to tell you that it is injurious to health? Okay, so this is also an example for rhetoric in speeches. This is the way we use rhetorics in speech. So we have just studied two different situations, but we have come to know about how to answer any kind of such situations in life. Okay, the first situation and the second situation are very valid. They are so relevant in today's world, and the replies which are given here, will help you understand the way you have to use rhetorics in English language. Okay, so with this, today we have completed our PPT. Okay, guys, so is it clear for you? Is anyone having any doubts? The last 5 minutes is for the doubt solving, doubt clearing session.
Can I ask
Yes.
one or two questions with Afsana? Afsana, Nausad Afsana, can you make a exclamatory sentence? Can you make your own exclamatory sentence? Naushad Afsana or Pranav. One of you make exclamatory sentence.
Sir, sir, can I make, sir?
Yeah.
Oh no, my cycle key got lost.
No, is it exclamatory? Just imagine. Maybe some other example. Afsana, you try. Or anybody. I'm just giving you one or two names. Anybody can try.
Yes, sir. Actually, he has said, "Oh no," right? So this is actually an
Yeah, I know.
exclamatory
No, you
sentence
can, you can.
because first,
I'm not talking about oh
yeah,
no. I mean, it's
yeah,
correct.
because
But but the
okay, okay,
sentence he made is oh no, this is the cycle key. No, what is that he said? Pranav, what do you repeat?
The cycle key got lost.
Oh, got lost. Okay, okay,
got lost.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Good.
Ah,
Very good.
yeah.
Very
So
good.
I think yeah, this is okay.
Good. Good. Okay. Anybody
Good
else want
attempt.
to try
Okay.
any
So
exclamatory
next,
sentence? Srinidhi, you try. Okay. Anyway, I think it's an interesting session. I sat through the whole session. I think she's teaching, கிளிப்பிள்ளைக்கு சொல்கிற மாதிரி சொல்லி கொடுக்குறாங்கன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா. She's teaching as if she's teaching for the very young kids. It's nice, and that is the right way to teach. I think Madam is doing a wonderful job. But only one small suggestion is
thank
that
you, sir. Thank you. But
once you finish a slide, you can ask our students to make their own sentence, one or two, like this. Even if one person makes, you can go to the next
sure, sir.
slide.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that is only a suggestion. Otherwise, it's
Okay,
fantastic.
okay, sir.
I
That
was
is
listening from the first minute to last minute. It's really interesting. In fact, I would love to sit in all the classes because it is learning for me, particularly this rhetoric. Even if you
true,
ask me
sir.
to
Yeah,
make a sentence on rhetoric, I may not be able to
yeah,
make. So some of these things, I only have written all these things.
yeah.
Still now I
Sir,
forgot.
can we?
Yeah. Ah.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
it's
Carry
hard
on.
for us to create it instantly. Yeah, I understand that. But even for me, if you suddenly ask me, no, so these are the common sentences like ragging, smoking is what comes to my mind immediately because ragging it comes only secondly. Smoking or yeah, it takes them at least a couple of minutes to think and tell. That's the but you have done, you have prepared it so patiently, so that's the reason I'm able to present this, right? So, sir, can we give a chance for Pranav, Srinidhi, Archana, and Naushad a chance to tell a rhetoric sentence? We'll start with Pranav. Pranav, can you just try a rhetoric?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am, I think and I'll tell.
Okay. Okay. So, can you tell it in 2 minutes? Because
Yes,
we are
ma'am.
about to close the session, right? That's the reason. Okay. Okay. Yes, Srinidhi, you can also be ready with the rhetoric. Okay. It can be any sentence, anything. Rhetorics usually come with bad habits. If you want to question a bad habit, then that is a rhetoric. That's all. That's easy to remember.
Ma'am, can I tell, ma'am?
Ah, yes, good,
Yes,
good.
Pranav.
Yeah.
Ma'am, Is it good for riding bike below 18 years?
That's
No,
good.
it is.
Okay, okay. No.
It is not good to ride bike below 18 years.
Okay, good, good, very
Very
good.
good.
And
Very good.
also, you can include one thing. Do you need a police to tell you that riding bikes below 18 years is an offense? Like that. Okay, so do you need someone? You have to include that. Do you need someone? Do you need a judge, or do you need a teacher? Do you need a doctor? Like that, you can just mention the name of a person who is connected to your sentence.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for smoking, we said a doctor because that is related to health, right? Likewise, we can just connect it. Good attempt. So
Yeah,
I
it's a
think
very good
all
attempt.
others are
Particularly, I
mute.
think Madam has corrected with police. That is very interesting. Yeah, Afsana, I would specifically, I would want to listen to Naushat Afsana. Afsana, you can make an exclamatory sentence or a rhetoric. One of these. Afsana, are you there? Naushad
Yes, she is
Afsana, are
there
you
in the
there?
meet.
Oh, she's not there, I think.
She's
Okay.
there in the meet. Yes, she's there in the meet, sir, but there is no
No, no,
response
Afsana is
from the.
a very good Tamil speaker, but I want her to learn English also. Afsana, you try. At least for my sake,
Yes,
you
ma'am, you
try.
can.
சார் இங்க ஃபுல் ஆஃப் சவுண்ட் சார்.
Huh?
சார் இங்க ரொம்ப சவுண்டா இருக்குது சார்
Okay,
இங்க.
okay, okay, okay. We will. Okay, next class you should speak more. Similarly, I would request Srinidhi, everybody to speak more, so that when you speak like this, within 10 or 15 classes, you will become a very excellent speaker. So that is the whole idea. Okay, make use of this forum to speak out. Don't worry whether it's right or wrong, but you speak out. Thank you, madam.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.